All right, and here it is, guys, the new front lip for the F32. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today's going to be a fun video. We have a new front lip for the BMW 435, what I think is the nicest lip you can get for the F32 chassis. If you guys can actually tell, I have it over here behind me, just waiting to be installed. So let's not waste any time, guys. Let's hop outside and we'll get into it. All right, so here's my car, my 435. Now, if you guys watch my channel, you'll know that I actually already had a front lip on this car. I had a forged carbon fiber JHP style front lip from Suvneer. That thing looked amazing. It obviously did make the car super low. It's already super low as it is right now. So I talked about it in one of my other videos, but when I was driving during like a snowstorm, I hit an ice patch from the front and it basically just completely demolished the front lip. So unfortunately, I had to take it off. That's totally okay because we have a new front lip over there just waiting to be installed. So I'll show you guys the new front lip in a minute, but first, before I even get started, I basically want to make sure that the bottom of this bumper is clean because from that previous lip, guys, it left a whole bunch of residue and even parts of the old lip over there. So we're gonna have to make sure all of that is off. So rather than boring you guys with that process, I'll probably do it off camera and then we'll continue installing this new front lip, which by the way, guys, I'm super excited for because obviously the car looks really good as it is right now. I think the F32 is one of the best looking BMWs ever made, but I think that front lip just took it to the next level. So I'm excited to get a front lip finally back on this thing. But for now, let's see if we can clean off that front bumper and we'll get to installing the new one. All right, so that took a little while, but I did manage to clean underneath the front bumper. I got the remaining pieces of the old front lip off, most of the adhesive. There might be a few specks left, and then I did wipe it down with a microfiber cloth with some rubbing alcohol. But with that said, let me show you guys the new front lip. So you guys can probably tell what the front lip is just looking at this. Yes, it is another JHP style front lip for the 435. Unlike the previous one though, this one is in normal weaved carbon fiber. So I know a lot of people are wondering why I got the same front lip that I had before, except this one is just weaved carbon versus the forged carbon. And it's honestly because I absolutely love that old front lip. I really think it's the best looking front lip for the F32, whether you get forged carbon or just normal carbon. I only had it on for a few months before it got destroyed, so I really didn't get a chance to enjoy it. So I'm gonna try to enjoy this one, take better care of it. Now that I have a daily, I don't have to drive this car as much, which is good. Maybe in the future, after we get to enjoy this front lip for a little while, I'll try something else. But with that said, let's unwrap this one and I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, and here it is, guys, the lip fully unwrapped. So now obviously this looks very similar to the other lip I had. It's literally identical, guys, except obviously this one is weaved carbon, whereas the other one was forged carbon. So one other thing I will say I noticed versus the other one is this one actually doesn't come with any 3M tape, whereas the other one did come with one strip, but that's totally fine. We're just gonna be adding some 3M tape ourselves. Something I learned after taking the other front lip off was I honestly probably overkilled it with the amount of 3M tape that I put on it. Like that front lip was really on there, which isn't a bad thing, but I guess once I was taking it off, it made it a huge struggle. So this one, we're actually not gonna put as much 3M tape on it. We're still gonna put like 8 self-tapping screws or something like that, but I'm not gonna go as crazy on the 3M tape this time around. Yeah, with that said, let me just give this thing a quick wipe down just in case it got dirty during shipping or anything like that, maybe in the warehouse, I don't know. We'll just give it a quick wipe down and then I'll start putting on the 3M tape. Alright, so as you guys saw from that last clip, I got all the 3M tape on. I'm not gonna say I'm the master of putting 3M tape on, but I think I did a pretty okay job. I think this should get the job done. I did try to focus on the areas that I think it's gonna kind of struggle with the most. Again, judging by that last lip that I had on, that thing was like super on. Even when I tried to take it off, I honestly struggled. So I think all this that I put should do it. But before I actually go ahead and start putting this on the car, one thing I wanna do is actually put on this front lip protector. So this, I believe, is actually a new product offered by Suvneer, which again is where I got this front lip from. So this is meant to go underneath your front lip and essentially protect it. So if you guys can see that, it's gonna kind of act like a barrier between your front lip and the floor, speed bumps, driveways, whatever it is. So I think this is gonna help me out a lot, guys, because where I live, there's a whole bunch of speed bumps and I constantly scrape the front bumper, the front lip. Even just with driveways, I always scrape over here. So this is definitely gonna help out, but I will say, guys, this is not gonna make your lip invincible. But for my purposes, I actually think it's gonna help out a lot. So before I actually get this front lip on the car, I'm gonna put it on first. I think that's just gonna be a lot easier. If you guys already have a front lip, obviously you're gonna have to deal with it being on the car, which shouldn't be too bad regardless. But since I'm already installing the front lip right now, I might as well just put it on right now. By the way, if you guys want this front lip lip or even just the lip protector, I will leave some links down in the description below. But what I'm gonna do, since I already have the front lip off, I'm just gonna literally flip this thing upside down like that. Should make it super easy. Now, something I will say about this front lip is there's not really much surface on the bottom. It is pretty hollow for the most part. If you guys have like an M Sport lip or some other type of lip where it's more flat on the bottom, this is gonna be a lot easier to get on. Regardless though, I'm still gonna put it on. I don't know how well it's gonna hold because I literally only have like maybe I don't know, like 5/8 of an inch of surface area to actually stick it on. If you guys are doing this yourself, it does come with some alcohol pads, which is nice. I already have a bottle of rubbing alcohol, which I've been using, so I might just use that and save these pads for later. But it is nice that it comes with that, and obviously it'll come with a few pieces. I think this should be enough to cover the front lip. As you guys can see here, this is meant to go in the front, and then this over here is meant to kind of like curve, so you guys can kind of follow the curvature of your front lip. But anyways, with that said, let me throw you guys on the tripod. We'll get this thing on, and then we can start installing the front lip on the actual car. Alright, so as you guys can see, I got this thing on. I did end up having one extra piece, which is kind of nice. So just in case if any of the others fall off, I have some to spare. But yeah, as you can see, I have it all around here. Like I was saying before, guys, I really don't have too much surface area to work with because of the way that this front lip kind of works. But if you guys have a different type of front lip, I think it'll work a lot better for you. But regardless though, this should help out, should protect the lip from scrapes and all that type of stuff. I'm sure over time, constantly scraping your lip takes a toll on the, you know, structural integrity of it. So this should hopefully help. But with that out of the way, the front lip is finally ready to go on the car. So what I'm gonna do is actually get my brother to help me out. I don't know if I'm gonna film it. We're probably just gonna try to line it up, and I'll show you guys the finished product. It's just getting a little cold right now, and it's taking a lot longer to film. But yeah, I'm gonna get him over, try to get this thing on, and get out of this freezing cold as soon as possible. So as you can see, the front lip is finally on, and right off the bat, this thing is so freaking low. I almost forgot how low it is with the front lip, but it looks absolutely amazing, guys. Honestly, I really like the way it looks with like the yellow accents as well. I can't wait to get some more yellow accents on the car. I think it's gonna really pop. Yeah, this thing looks freaking awesome. Obviously, it protrudes a lot similar to the other one because it's literally the same exact thing, just a different material, but it kind of creates that extended look on the car. Hands down, my opinion, the best looking front lip for the F32 that you guys can get. Again, if you guys want this front lip or that front lip protector, I will leave some links down in the description below. You honestly can't go wrong with either. So that's pretty much it, guys. I do apologize I didn't film the entire process, but since I did for the last lip, which is the exact same thing, same process, I kind of figured there's not much value add. Of course, as you guys saw, I put a whole bunch of 3M tape. I heated it up before actually applying it to the car, and then I put a whole bunch of self-tapping screws as well to make sure that thing is really on. I didn't have any issues with the last one, so I'm pretty sure this one isn't gonna have any issues of flying off either, but this one will definitely try to take care of and try to make this one last a lot longer than the last one, obviously only lasting like a few months. Hopefully it can at least last until car show season time here in New York, so I can show it to you guys and you guys can see it in person, all that type of good stuff. But anyways, with that said, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop me a like, drop me a comment, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.